So I'm here with Bill Prankard. He is an evangelist, pastor, author, television personality, missionary, and most importantly, trusted partner of Crossroads. Thank you so much for your time.
And Cheryl's friend.
It's true. People don't know this, but we actually worked together years ago on your television show.
And it's so good to see you again. And we love Crossroads, and Crossroads has been partnering with our ministry for the last several years and helping us to change the North. So first of all, I'm here to say thank you to every one of your partners because they're making it possible to see the North changed.
And you know, we're so excited to be doing something here in Canada on our own ground, helping our own people. And you know, it's a real need because, like you said, many of the conditions there are third world conditions.
Yeah. Well, they really are. And you know, the vision of our nation engraved in our parliament buildings is that he shall have dominion from sea to sea and from the river to the ends of the earth. And so, you know, we're spending our life going sea to sea and from the river to the ends of the earth, which is the Arctic. And some real needs because of the isolation and because of a lot of the problems in the North. There's some real needs and overwhelming, really. But we're seeing a difference, and we're seeing Jesus just do some wonderful things and couldn't do it without the help of Crossroads and partners that are supporting us.
Well, one of the things I've always loved about you, Bill, is your passion for Canada. And we're excited about the project we're doing, the Arctic Hope Center. Tell me, what is that?
Well, you know, for years, I mean, I've been going north and ministering in the North for 40 plus years, and I fell in love with the people, not the weather, not the food, but the people. The people are amazing. And over the years, it really bothered me that the younger generations, first of all, they weren't coming to church. Most of them had been abused, and most of them were involved in alcohol and drugs and, you know, just terrible things. And many were committing suicide. And it just seemed like so hopeless. And the government, both the northern government and the federal governments, put in hundreds of millions of dollars for programs, and nothing has worked. And they've said it hasn't worked. And I thought, what can you do? And so we've been, you know, saying, God, give us a plan. We're building a center on the Arctic Circle that will be a center of hope. The first time in the history that we've had a ministry base, or there's been a ministry base like this in the North, and it'll be a place where we can bring young adults from communities and see them healed up and see them trained and raised as leaders in the North. So Arctic Hope is an amazing thing. We've got a young couple that's directing us, Steve and Becky Carlton. Steve is Inuit, she's white, and he's got his story that the partners here will hear, and it's an amazing story. It's a story of hurt and abuse and disappointment, but a story of hope and that Jesus made him whole. They're leading this, and so with the help of folks from the South and the North merging together, we are going to have a program to see the North change and to see this generation, rather than killing themselves, raised up as leaders to turn the North around.
Well, I know the suicide situation is so heartbreaking. I know an 11-year-old just recently committed suicide in one of the communities that you work in, and Nunavut has the highest suicide rate in Canada. And I was reading that between 15 and 24 young men, it's 28 times the level of the rest of Canada.
It's terrible, and it's increasing. It's increasing. Well, the suicide rate in the South is going down. It's increasing in the North. So in other words, everything that's been done by government and everything else hasn't helped. There's only one thing that can give people hope, and that is Jesus Christ. I mean, that may not be politically correct, but it's true and it works. People have to have a purpose in life. And so it's the gospel of Jesus. But we have to do more than that. We have to do more than just preach the gospel. We have to really help these people walk through the hurts that they've had and see them healed up, and have people from the North help them and equip them to become leaders in their community, because the young adults will be elders in a few years and they'll be leading. We will see suicide stopped in the North, and we will see the North become an example of what God can do through amazing people.
And that's why we're partnering with you, Bill. It's your passion and your faith, and we know the power of God as well will be working. We're going to do counseling. We're going to do leadership training. Tell me a little bit about the program.
Well, the program, first of all, is bringing people in that will be handpicked by the local governments of the communities, by the mayor and the elders and the church. And so they're going to be accountable to each other. And we'll bring them in, first of all, for probably a 10-day program. The first part of that is dealing with the issues, dealing with abuse, dealing with the things that have happened to them, and let them know that there's help and hope. And so that's the first part. And then starting to equip them to dream. Tagat Curley, who is one of the leading elders of the entire North Nunavut, he got the dream to have Nunavut, their own territory. He's part of our team, well respected, and feels that his job now is to pour into the young adults and get them to dream and know that nothing is impossible. And so every person watching that is supporting 100 Huntley Street needs to know that Huntley Street and Crossroads Ministry is helping us change the North. And it's giving hope. This Christmas time, what a great time to give a special gift. And it's a gift of hope. It's changing lives. You're not giving to a project. The building now is totally paid for. All the materials there, and it's paid for because of your partners. Crossroads Ministries did major things. Last summer, matched $30,000. For every dollar we raised, they give a dollar up to $30,000, which finished all of the material paying for it. So what they're giving now is not a building, it's people. And your partners are changing lives in the top of Canada. So thank you.
Well, Bill, we're so excited about it, and we're going to be bringing stories in the months and years to come about what's happening. Thank you so much for partnering with us.
We love it, and thank you guys.